know what's messed up? In the gym with my headphones, people think I listen to 50 Cent, but this is my music. Bro.
Yeah?
This
Bro,
thing- I don't know, R&B helps you like
yeah, it gets
chill a bit.
Yeah. So I'm actually a whiskey blues guy. So I fuck with John Mayer and stuff, like quite a lot. But this kind of music as well just helps me, man.
Man, I don't want to take you for a whiskey blues guy, bro.
Bro, I picked it up when I started playing the guitar. Yeah?
You play the guitar?
Yeah, but not to like John Mayer levels. Like enough to impress the mama and get her to undress,
But John Mayer.
and then ding, then it goes.
But is John Mayer like blues, really?
Bro. So that's the
John Mayer is like what you put? It's like
he's let me put
like
it this way.
Mzungu sad pop.
No. So that's what people think, right? That's majority of his songs. The biggest misconception about John Mayer is that he's this lonely guy who does this pop songs. But that's initially how he started off.
Yeah.
Obviously to get the attention of the masses and the women. And white women go crazy and they've made him rich. Now he has the freedom to fuck with and do whatever he wants. John Mayer has always been a great guitarist first who just can happen to sing.
Yeah.
So there's some songs I'll send you and we'll post them over here, Kim, so then people can check. Just listen to the riffs he does with the guitar. Even his popular songs like Slow Dancing in the Burning. That guitar riff, man. There's a song called Rosie, the guitar riff on that. But he's also part of Dead and Company, which is another rock band. And he's done stuff.
He's part of a rock band.
Bro, he's one of, I'd say, current guitarists. Like, I consider him top 5. And
Okay, let me hear your top 5 guitarists.
Okay, so Eric Clapton.
Clapton,
B.B. King.
B.B. King. Yo, you have Clapton over King?
Clapton, well, so the thing is, because Clapton, I relate more to songs. B.B. King's, I got into him.
No, forget the singing and the song. You've seen the clip of B.B. King's guitar
B.B. King
being cut, and then he plays with 4 strings, gets a string from this guy, and then puts it back in, and then continues playing.
That was pretty amazing.
That's the guy you're putting as number 2?
So, okay, in no particular order, let me give the 5. So
No, you don't start with an order. Let's continue with your order. Number 3?
Okay, no, so if we're doing it in order, let's start it this way. I consider John Mayer to be my personal favorite at the top.
All right.
He's over there.
Son, you're going to get cooked in the comments. John Mayer, number 1?
Eric Clapton.
Woo, okay.
B.B. King. Mark Knopfler. And who would I put? I'm forgetting his name, but he has the possibility of being number 1. And he sort of does blues as well, but he does blues with it's like a pipe they put around your finger. I'm forgetting his name. B.B. King actually said he's never heard someone actually make a guitar sing like him. Well, I'll give you the name. You'll put the video over here.
Okay.
Hey, but
I'm going to ask you some questions, though.
Tell me.
No, before I shake your hand, man, because there's some notable omissions. What about Prince?
Prince, I don't fuck with.
What?
Yeah. He's good. He's just, he's never...
Super Bowl in the rain with the guitar.
So look, here's the thing. I've never dabbled into Prince. Simply that's the reason.
Oh, okay, cool.
I've never heard his music.
He was pretty good on the guitar as well.
I heard he's excellent, but right now, so the thing is, okay.
I'm going to say jazz. These are your jazz guitarists. Because there's also Jimi Hendrix. There's some, Slash.
So Hendrix is good.
Some of guys you've...
So Slash is okay. You see, the thing is, that's a whole... They're good. They're very good in terms of guitar songs, but they're not songs I fuck with.
Okay.
Simply based on that.
Personal preference.
Personal preference. Personal preference. There's also... What's his name? What's All Along the Watchtower for Jimi Hendrix is a really good song. He was actually the guy that I felt started bending the strings to a place where people are like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
I think that was all the psychedelics in the 70s and 60s.
Those guys were crazy.
Those guys were crazy. And by the way, when you do psychedelics and you listen to some of those songs, they sound completely different.
Those guys lived in a world where cocaine was just experimental. Everybody was doing it, psychedelics. And then there's also the fact that they didn't have HIV and AIDS, so they were crazy.
They were crazy, man.
But there's one you've forgotten who I think is the GOAT. I forgot her name, but she's a lady guitarist from the 1900s. She's who a lot of people from Elvis and a lot of people just copied her style. So you'll find that her style carried over. She pretty much she's like the mother of jazz and rock and roll, essentially, in terms of guitaring.
What's her name?
I've forgotten her name, but if you look at her, look her up from the 1900s, she's the best.
We'll try and find. So you fuck with guitars? You play guitar yourself? Are you into that?
No, I just listen to everything. See, I'm a last born, and I have 3 siblings. And back in the day, we didn't have Spotify and all that. So it was one radio in the house. So depending on who's older, you have rights to the radio. So I never had an opportunity to play my own music. So my firstborn sister is into R&B. My brother is into rock, jazz and hip hop. My other sister is into soul music. So my folks are into traditional Kikuyu music and gospel music. So by the time you're going to sleep, you've listened to everything. So it made me get like a nice balanced palette, and then now I'm not afraid to experiment and listen to things.
I mean, that's the main thing. Is like, so I have different periods in my life where I have certain music that I selectively listen to, and I have them in my playlist when I want to sort of revisit those fond memories. So 50 Cent and hip hop, and that whole DMX genre was basically the 2000s, where I was heavily involved. I mean, Slim Shady LP, Marshall Mathers. 50 Cent's, what was his second album? The Massacre. So all that was a heavy influence on me, and then sort of went into, as we're talking R&B, Rihanna was a huge influence, and some of her songs were really nice. I mean, we were just listening to Rehab, right? That was.
You have to tell them, bro. No, I imagine in my head.
What?
You just think, oh nah.
What's funny? It depends, bro. And then towards later in life, then it started getting into Chris Stapleton, more country music, and then I discovered John.
Like when you hit your 30s like that, it's like you just want to find music that does chill.
It does, bro.
What about local musicians? Because we haven't mentioned local artists. Because there's some nice local. If you like jazz, the Kenyan and South African jazz scenes are really nice. Which
I was told is something I fault myself for actually not actively listening to. So after Issa, Issa got a lot of people involved in local hip hop.
Yeah.
Issa, Nameless, that whole trend. Nonini, Jua Kali. Again, 2000s hip hop, Kenyan hip hop. And then it sort of, it left.
What about right now? Calligraph Jones, Wakadinali.
Wakadinali, I heard a song of his. It was pretty decent.
You need to listen to them, especially when you're working out, bro. They will help you. You'll just have the mentality.
Wakadinali, was it the guy who he had beef with his producer or something?
Wakadinali is a group of 3, or even 4, I don't know. Rappers. They're pretty good.
Okay, who was the rapper? There was a local rapper that had beef with his producer. Apparently, it was about money.
Oh, I don't know. The only one I knew who had beef with the producer from Tanzania and he beat them up was Redson. You've heard the clip?
No.
Redson beating some producer.
He was jumping.
Yes, there's an audio clip. The guy is running, soldier! Soldier inside here, soldier! Redson just like, Gocha.
Sorry.
We put that clip over here.
Yo, it's an audio clip. It's the funniest thing ever. Yeah, so I know Redson did that, but for Kenyan artists,
I'm surprised, bro. I mean, the thing is, my music taste has now become sort of very selective again. It's just, I think for the past 2 years, it's just been this one same playlist that I rotate. It's in fact, the podcast was named after the playlist. Coffee Pump was the playlist I have on Spotify. It's just the same songs, man. And there's one particular Spotify playlist I call Dad. In that one, it's all my dad's music that he likes from the 70s, 80s that he adds when we go on road trips. So that one as well, I keep adding stuff. But it's become very varied. We'll link. In fact, I'll link those playlists. There's 2. There's Coffee Pump OG, there's Coffee Pump 2.0, and there's a playlist called Dad. I'll link all of them in the description, and you guys let me know what you think about the songs. But sorry, I'm all over the place.
Same here.
He's a famous Jama over here. John.
Trying to be famous.
Welcome to Midnight Coffee Run, bro.
Thank you, bro, for having me, bro.
No.
It's a pleasure.
So I'll be honest with you.
Mm-hmm.
I watched briefly what you guys did on E010, and what you guys, I think Mandeep was on E010 as well.
Yeah.
But I said, you know what, let me just come from a blank canvas because we both had quite a busy few weeks. We just take it. We're going to do it from the ground up. We're going to get to know each other.
Let's do it.
But first, there's a coffee place just right next door. Should we get a coffee? These guys are closed.
These guys are closed. Let's get a coffee from somewhere else.
So, but tell me more about before we take over. Tell me more about this. When is this show right now?
It's happening on August 30th at Oshel Center. It's a comedy special.
Oshel Center?
Yeah.
Is it because of Oman you got discount?
No, it's because they have the best hall. It's a really nice hall.
Majority need to attendance, huh?
No, that's the thing people assume, but it's a really nice hall. The sound, the acoustics are nice.
Okay.
Comedy, you want like a room that laughter bounces off everywhere.
Okay.
And when I've been visualizing my special for the last 2 years, it's always been Oshel Center at the back of my mind.
But to be honest, you're not actually just a comedian, you're also a lawyer.
Yeah, lawyer by day. Lawyer has been paying the bills. Comedian, and also I'm what you call an esports commentator. So, for example, over the week, actually in 2 days' time, if you're watching this, we're shooting on August 1st. On 3rd, I'll be doing a commentary for the Betika esports competition.
This is esports as in shooting, like Call of Duty.
So there are different titles, commentators for different titles. I've done Call of Duty a while back, but right now I've really specialized in football games. Taken and I do Call of Duty too, but right now there's a guy called Eugene Abu Dhabi. He's the best in Call of Duty and PUBG.
Yeah.
I'm the best, not only in Kenya, but I would put myself the best in Africa in commentating for FIFA and Pro. No, well, it's called eFootball now. eFootball and EAFC.
Okay, actually, that's pretty interesting, bro. Did you ever commentate for this? There was an esports competition where my brother was involved. They called the Kingsman for Call of Duty, and it was like 500,000 bob on the line, and they won it.
Yep, that was me. Your bro is part of the Watchmen.
King Fahad.
Your bro is Fahad?
Yeah.
You're lying.
Yeah.
Small love. Yeah, shout out to Fahad, man. Shout out Fahad.
You know him?
Yeah, I know Fahad. I know Fahad and his entire crew.
Oh.
Even meeting up with Halsey on August 3rd. I know his entire crew.
Really?
Small love, man.
By the way, can we time from here?
I think you can, yeah.
I think let's just go up.
Over there. Yeah.
I think let's just go up.
Yeah.
We take the roundabout and then we come back, yeah?
All right, cool, yeah.
So how did you dabble into comedy, bro? How did that happen? Because stand-up comedy is not just something anyone can wake up and decide like a university degree. It's something you genuinely have to be curious of from a very early age.
My brother exposed me to it very early. I remember I was the last one. I didn't have rights to the TV.
Yeah.
I used to love watching a lot of Dave Chappelle, Steve Harvey,
Okay.
and all that. So without knowing, I really become accustomed to comedy.
Yeah.
My grandmother on my dad's side and my family on that side are also pretty funny.
Okay.
So every day in the house, we'll just hosting each other. You get used to that. So what happened was I always thought I'd be a writer, like a comedy writer.
Yeah.
I'd be stuck in a boardroom. I work at a place called Kenya Law.
Kenya Law?
Yeah, we are a publishing house. So we publish judgments from the High Court, Court of Appeal, Supreme Court, and all laws of Kenya. So every time you look for a law and you find kenyalaw.org, that's us.
Okay.
So we used to have this publishing meeting that would last, 6-7 hours. You're stuck in the boardroom reading cases, and sometimes you get bored. So I'd write up like scripts with the people in the office as characters.
No.
So I'd always thought I'd write a sitcom. And then one day, a guy called John Ribia, a fellow comedian, he was my friend from high school. He posted a clip of him performing stand-up.
Okay.
And I when I saw it, I just knew this is what I want to do. And I had a lot of egos, like, you know what? I'm going to go there, I'm going to ask for a chance to perform, and I'm going to do better than him because his set sucked. So I begged him to give me a spot at stand-up collective. At that time, you're performing at Blues Club at Barclays Plaza. That's how you know it was a long time ago to still Barclays Plaza. We went at the basement, Blues Club, registered, got up on stage. I'd called all my friends and family. Bombed. Hiroshima and Nagasaki, just 5 minutes of just death.
Yeah, so we were talking about the anxiety and performance. So what I noticed is whenever you have something big coming up.
Wait, I'll avoid the bump. Just reverse and.
I think let's just see if it works. Let's see if it works.
Alright.
This is Muthaiga Country Club.
Yeah, we're good.
I think it's some.
Yeah.
You know, this is like a $1 million bob membership over here.
Yeah, and you need to have 2 referees saying to recommend you to join. Can't just join with your million bob. You have to have some big boys in there.
Yeah, and
you have to pass your interview.
This is the. Oh, there's also an interview as well, right?
Yeah.
I've been there. So my boss actually, he's a member over there, my former boss, and he took us once to try this sport where you've given a bunch of balls and then you're sort of told to throw them, and whoever gets the furthest wins. What's that game called?
I don't know, man. I usually don't play with balls, but you look very invigorated about this balls play. Tell me more.
I'm sure you, Amandeep, will be at home playing with balls. No,
favorite activity.
So basically, it's a very wide sport. Once it's played, so you have like a patch of maybe 20-30 meters.
I've seen it.
And then you have to throw these balls, and then the one that gets closest to the finish line wins.
All right.
As gay as it seems, bro, that thing was dope. First of all, you feel very rich. You know, you're there, Muthaiga. Your feet are on the grass.
In a nice polo shirt.
Throwing balls. You're worried about Lucy Kibaki from somewhere.
Who's your mother? Oh, Eric, who's your mother? Shout out to Lucy Kibaki, by the way.
Yeah, you were telling me she actually interrupted a party over here.
Yo, it was a thing a week or 2 after the Kibaki had become president. And Eric Onena was performing at Muthaiga Golf Club.
Yes.
And funny thing, she never used to stay at State House. They preferred staying at Muthaiga.
So their house, we just passed it, by the way.
Yeah. So
even check the cats. The cats over here are rich.
We've seen it with a collar. with a collar. Hey, so it's fat with a nice collar. Yo, kiba yo nika 300K minimum.
We're clearly in the rich place.
Rich sides, yeah.
So she stays, I think, I have some relatives that stay here. Behind them is where that entire compound on that side, that's all Kibakis.
Ah, that's nice.
But I mean, even look at this.
All the money. This land here is the second most expensive land in Kenya. Upper Hill is number 1, number 2 is Muthaiga. Yeah.
I mean, you know you're rich when you're as scary as DSTV, eh?
Askari is watching the game.
The game. Super Sports.
Kimbia.
But they've maintained it, and I've told it's a very, very tight-knit community. In order for you to get past here.
Yeah.
By the way, guys, we're also investing in a 360-degree camera, so we can show you guys
what's happening around.
Yeah, but these things are expensive, man. And Kenya CPMs are so low, bro. So Eric was...
Explain to people CPMs, because you know when you say that, us as the creators know what CPMs are, but people at home might not.
So the way you can think about it is, for every 1,000 views I generate, how much money do I get paid? And the rates we have in Kenya are much, much lower than the rates you have
in the US.
Yeah. And think about it this way. How many people do you know advertise on YouTube in Kenya?
Not many. Yeah.
Maybe musicians, maybe Safaricom, Airtel. Few entities. In America, everyone and their mother advertise online with search engine optimizations and so. So the rates are 7 to 10 times more. And I'll give you context. I'll level with you guys. My Kibe video I did, which got about 100,000 views. Thank you, sir.
Humble brag.
You know how much I made?
How much?
$200.
Bro.
$200. That's not even the cost of Kim.
Bro.
All right? Eric had someone like Big Homie CC.
Yeah.
You can make 7 times that amount of money, basically.
If you wanted it viewed outside of Kenya.
Outside of that.
Kisengani was telling me about his podcast.
Yeah, sorry. We okay?
Yeah, we okay.
You're sure?
Yeah.
Kuchapa. Yeah, what was he telling you?
The highest CPMs he got was when he had a guest from Australia. So the Australian audience watched it. That's the video that's earning the most money.
Yes.
And funny enough, it doesn't even have the most
views. Correct. Yeah. So it's all about where your audience is located. Now, the ultimate plan for Coffee Pump, and the reason I invested in Riverside, which is an online-based app, was to start interviewing people that are based in different locations. And just reaching out to all the guys I've looked up to. So in the gaming industry, there's Porn Star who's coming on as well, who's a very big porn star. So I'm just timing that as well.
We got some haram guests coming to the podcast.
I'm happy to do
this haram.
From Uhuru Kenyatta to a porn star.
It's coming right next to Ramadan again. We're bringing porn stars on the coffee.
The day after Eid. The point is, you see, as much as Kenyan guests are interesting, if we want to make a living out of this, we need to get an audience outside. For you guys in comedy as well, the exposure locally is great.
Yeah,
but if you can get yourself on Netflix and you get an international audience, all of a sudden your thing goes.
You know what's crazy?
Yeah.
When a lot of the foreign comedians come here with big audiences and you watch them perform, they're great, but you're like, we're just as good.
You feel
and
that,
when people from here go outside, yes, they'll say people there have some things. For example, the things that Kenyan English stand-up comedians don't do well is, like compared to other places, is maybe tell stories. And for example, Tanzania is known for their performance. Those guys perform like crazy. Ugandans are great storytellers. South Africans are a combination of all of them. Kenyans are very, very good technical joke writers. Our jokes are top class.
So when you mean technical joke writers, what do you mean by that?
We do open mics, 5 minutes, 5 minutes, 5 minutes. So you find that you have to get them laughing within the first 30 seconds and you want to maintain it. So, you find that we have a lot of tight 5-minute sets. So our jokes are nice, tight and short. They just bang, 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 bang. It's like,
and you guys get paid?
Like machine gun rapid fire.
Do you guys get paid for these sets, or sometimes it's just for you to get road game?
We get paid if it's like if she event, because it depends on the outfit. So Punchline and Stand-Up Collective pay people for their shows because they're the ones who've converted into a full-time business.
Yes.
For the other guys, other shows, what we do is if you're organizing it, that's how you get to make the most money.
Okay.
So even in this show that we're doing, from August 4th, we'll be releasing a campaign called $1 Million in a Day. Where we'll show people the entire business behind comedy, how much it is to book a hall, where it takes to market, the whole process. We want to be very open. It's sponsored by NLG Radio, and on the man side, it's sponsored by Payless. So we want to bring people on board to show them like the hustle behind it, also to be also connect with the consumers and our fans.
Correct.
So so it has money depending on how you do it. Also sponsors, if you can get sponsored content. You'll find that a lot of people venture out into skit comedy because skit comedy is easier to get sponsors in as opposed to...
And skit is you do something on YouTube or TV.
And also it's easier to do, to be honest, right? Performing and shooting a skit is not that hard.
Even comedy though, just in general, the timing, there's so many factors that come into play. Like even just pausing before you give the punchline.
Yeah.
And the camera was switching off, but hopefully now we've figured it out. We've done a bit of a wider lens, but Kim, if it's too wide, you zoom in.
Yeah, just don't mention Lucy Kibaki again, man. Lucy's spirit is still lingering.
She's haunting. By the way, when did she pass away? What was the year?
I think a year and a half. Yeah, that was sad though.
Do you still think the rhetoric of Kibaki being one of the best presidents still holds true compared to what we're seeing right now?
He's the best of what we have. Like he's the best of what we've had.
So the other day we had...
it's kind of weird because, to be honest, 2-7 was all on him, bro. Our niggas stole.
And there's a gentleman by the name of Faris Kariuki. He's a very good friend of mine and I look up to him. And he's just one of those brilliant minds. So the E010 team, we had done a tour at the data center and there were like around 50-60 people that had come. Moff was there as well. And Faris came because I want Faris to go on the E010 podcast.
Yeah.
And he was actually giving his points on politics, why he feels, as much as you're saying Ruto is this and that, it depends where you sit and where you stand.
It's true.
The reason Ruto is getting a lot of flack is because there's a lot of monitoring that's happening compared to what was happening within Kenyatta and Moise and the killings, the that. What he's saying is it's actually reduced much further in Ruto's time. So it's again, I don't want to comment on it, but I want to try and
let's have a discussion on that. Let's have it. Okay, so
like Somalis, for example, what he was saying is Somalis are more pro-Ruto because a lot of them have got citizenship. And there was a Somali gentleman who was seated in the crowd and he says, yeah, exactly. We didn't enjoy the former presidency because we were discriminated against.
I actually worked on a book on that. There's a book we worked on along with Namati, who has Kenya law. It's called the Citizenship Digest.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
Where we document the cases of mostly Nubians and Somalis and how they've been encountered with the police.
Yes.
And also our Ministry of Immigration. So you find that these people are legitimately Kenyan, but the process they go through in getting the IDs doesn't make sense. So for example, you have to go all the way to Mandera to to report there. You have to go tell them who your grandfather is. You have to go to the chief. Some things that are impractical. If I tell you to go to what's in the back of your ID?
Westlands.
Oh, where Kim? What's in the back of your ID? Yo, do you know the chief in Limuru, bro? Does he know you? Does he know your grandfather? So things like that, and also they have to go through vetting. So you find that it was discriminatory, and also the fact that sometimes they would take away the IDs and issue new IDs with the purpose of actually discriminating against more Nubians, and So I see why they're excited.
Yeah.
Another thing, if you want to go pro-Ruto conversation, if you're going to have it, you're going to say that this odious debt is not from him, it got it from another regime, but then again, he was vice president in that regime.
Yeah, correct.
So 50-50. If you want to say, yes, he's killed people, but he hasn't killed as many people like Kibaki, for example, John Michuki with the shoot to kill order for Mungiki. I remember they killed so many Kikuyu boys, and it was crazy too. Kibaki did the same thing. Uhuru Kenyatta's presidency also had the issue of the Yala River bodies.
Yeah.
Jomo Kenyatta, the bombings, for example, of JM Karaoke in the bus. So, in hindsight, they're almost all the same.
All the same, yeah.
But now what you have right now is a generation that is brave enough to fight for more, and they want better for themselves. They had the privilege of growing up with what was presumed to be better times during Kibaki. They saw what a working economy does.
Yes.
And they're so disenfranchised. And when it's our time to join the job market, everything has gone to crap. Like the job market the employment rate goes from 40 to 60% unemployment rate.
Yes.
You find that the value of the shilling has gone up. The value of, for example, basic things like electricity and petrol are at an all-time high.
Yeah.
It's harder to start a business. Companies are shutting down. So you find that this Kenyan Savannah dream, this dream that you were sold of
the
Kenya
Silicon Savannah,
So the dream is dying. Like the Kenyan dream is dying with our generation, and we had nothing to do with it. So that's where that anger is coming from. It's not coming from maybe that. I don't think it's because Ruto has a lot of scrutiny. I think it's that disenfranchisement of the youth where they have done everything right. They went to school. Look at doctors. You've done everything right, and the majority of you are unemployed. It doesn't make sense.
It's so messed up, huh?
Yeah, it's messed up. Like, it doesn't make sense.
Overall, what I'll tell folks is you just have to judge it on a personal basis, all right? Because everyone, the reason with politics taking a side is just so malicious in this country is because everyone's got a right and a wrong reason for each of their points, right? No one is in perfect synchronization with the angels or the devils. Every pro has a con. And every argument has a counter argument. You get what I mean? So
yeah, I got you.
So, for example, one party may say, well, things are much better for us, basic, like fertilizers.
Mm-hmm.
The fertilizer industry was killed locally because what had happened was, I think there was fertilizer in excess that was brought through grants or something through India.
Fertilizer, sugar.
You remember that? So the farmers who are basically used fertilizer, like, well, this guy, Ruto, brought in fertilizers for us, and it was at a cost which was half of what the market was.
Mm-hmm.
There are businesses locally that shut down at the port in Mombasa where they used to keep, the bonded warehouse, they used to keep fertilizer.
Mm-hmm.
Because all this free fertilizer came in from somewhere, and I can't track exactly where
it was from Russia.
Oh, yes.
They donated a couple of tons of fertilizer.
So ask those guys how that impact on them was. Do you get what I mean?
It's not even them. You know what's crazy? If you look at from Kenyatta's time, for what the colonialists left, all of the industries are dead. Most of them. Sisal industry was killed by importation and cotton by importation of mtumba. Parethnam industry is on its knees. Sugar is done. Sugar, by the way, in Kenya, sugar was never practical. There was a study that was done, I think, in the late 60s, early 70s, that said for sugar to be practical and economical valuable in Kenya, we have to do it at a grand scale like how they do it in Brazil. Our farms in Kenya for sugar are too small to make that industry economically viable. That's why we'll always end up importing sugar, because what we are growing can never match our consumption, which means we'll never make profit. The companies in Kenya most probably will never make profit from that.
But also because there was manipulation of the market, right? People hoard
but even sugar. Go look at that study. If you read the study in essence, it highlights everything as to how it was a sinking business from day one.
Mm-hmm.
And you also have a lot of industries that are falling. For example, now manufacturing now it's on its deathbed. When you see the cost of power being so expensive and the cost of oil being so expensive, the cost of business has become too high.
Significantly high.
A lot of these companies are leaving already. A lot of these companies are leaving because it's much cheaper now to just import things into Kenya than to make them in Kenya.
Bro, I was told in Kisumu the Chinese are importing fish and selling it in Kisumu.
Bro,
Chinese
you know where
are importing fish.
You know where the fish processing plant in Kenya is at?
Where?
Thika. Yeah.
Oh, man.
So there's a lot of things going on that just don't make sense.
Look, we've obviously gone all over the place with this conversation because we've been interrupted. Stop.
Yeah.
But I want to dive back into you as the person.
Yes.
You seem to know a lot about the law.
Yes.
You were initially comedy was something that came later, right?
Much later. Yeah.
So tell me about that law journey. What do you do specifically within?
I'm a law reporter. The reason I became a lawyer twofold. I had a sad incident of there's an extrajudicial killing in our family. One on that side, an aunt on my mom's side, an uncle. Also, at the same time, my dad was fighting a succession case from the time even before I was born, 1991.
I'm so sorry about that.
And when I became a lawyer within 2 years, put an end to that. He got what was due to him.
Really?
So yeah, those were my inspirations, and also my cluster subjects in KCSE favored me doing law as a career.
Okay, so you went to Kenya School of Law, the whole shebang.
Yeah, went to Catholic University of Eastern Africa, then went to Kenya School of Law.
Were you in a Catholic University?
Yeah, in Catholic.
The one in Karen,
The one in
Bogani.
Yeah, there they used to call me Mazoldi. That was my nickname.
By the way, that's where I work, within those areas. Yeah, it's there. Okay, interesting. And so then you did, what is it, like 4 years, and then you have to do another 2 years at Kenya School of Law or something?
Kenya School of Law is 1 year you study, you do exams, then 6 months you have to do something called pupillage, where you work under somebody who has had experience for a minimum of 5 years.
Okay.
Then if your pupillage report is good and you get all your 9 Ps and you pass. The hardest thing in Kenya School of Law is something called an oral exam. So we have...
Like blowjobs.
Everybody hears that because that... No. That one is for just throwing balls at Mozaica. No, at Kenya School of Law, the oral exam is...
what is it? You want a permission to approach the bench?
Kind of similar. So imagine standing in front of two lecturers. Your field is IT, Emma?
Yes.
Yeah. So imagine standing in front of your lecturers in IT, and they can ask you a question about anything.
Okay, and then you just have to. And how long does that interview process go on for?
It can be 5 minutes, it can be 30 minutes.
Oh, wow.
It doesn't. And here's the thing, you get 20 marks for it. And that 20 marks reflects in every single unit. You pass the orals, you pass Kenya School of Law. You fail the orals, your ghost is already cooked.
So is Kenya School of Law the one who call in Karen as well?
Yeah, so change on now, there's something called also in current, something called CLE, Council of Legal Education. Yeah. They set the exams, Kenya School of Law does the teaching. You have to pass the exams. 9 exams, oral exams, take-out exams.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bro, I dated a lawyer.
That sounds like...
Crazy ass woman.
Hey, man, my wife is a lawyer, man. Maybe it's a skill issue. Skill-based matchmaking, bro. You aren't... your skills...
Which side of the law does she represent? Like, what does she practice?
She worked at E010 before. Now she's at Brand Kenya.
Let me not say something. She might be friends. She might be friends with the ex.
You have the right to remain silent. Yeah.
Anyway, like...
I think, like, at the end of it all, when people say lawyers are horrible to date, people are just who they are. It doesn't matter their career. They will be the same way if they were an engineer or if they were a filmographer. It doesn't matter.
It's the character. It's the character of the person. It's a generalization. You're very right. Yeah. What I'll tell you is, though, I have 2 types of lawyers. Mm-hmm. I have a lawyer official for business, and I have a criminal lawyer who's a criminal. You know what I mean? Who can get
takes one to know one. Who knows the system in and out.
Who knows the system? Because in the country we live in, sometimes it's about who you know, not what you know. And the issues that pop up, this guy just goes and sorts it out. He knows everyone. He does this, but you have to pay for it. Yeah. I think it behooves people to actually have a lawyer like that in the back of your pocket.
Well, I don't want to speak on that because you're just exposing somebody to investigations.
This is a fictional program. What I'm saying is not true.
It's not true.
This is all fiction.
Oh, yeah. So you don't have a corrupt lawyer
No, this was part of
the criminal underbelly.
But there's no criminal underbelly in Kenya. It does not exist. So, how do you enjoy your day job and balancing it out with comedy?
No, I love it. I love it. I love the law.
Yeah.
I love what I do because in context, it's like I provide people with access to free legal information. Our website, I can brag, is not only the best in Kenya in terms of free legal education.
Yeah.
Our information is the best in Africa. I'd say it's the best in the world.
What's the website called?
kenyalaw.org.
Okay. We can link it up here, Kim.
Check it out, yeah. So I love what I do, and also when I get to assist people and do research, I love it.
So anything I want to find out about Kenyan law, I can just go to that website.
Everything. We have gazette notices of the 1900s. We have all of Kenya's laws.
Really?
Everything is there, and it's a government institution. Everything is there for you for free to access. Yeah.
So do you
no paywall, no ads. Just go in.
And do you consult in like general terms? For example, if I want,
yeah, for sure.
If I want to approach you and I want to start a business and I need some help,
yeah,
legal specifics.
Yeah, I can help you out. I've helped out a couple of guys with startups. I've helped people in succession law.
Okay.
I'm finishing my master's in tax law, so I'm also a tax law expert as well.
Hey. So back to the fictional conversations. In the fictional world, once you get your tax law certificate, you can help me minimize the tax I pay.
Yeah, so
in the fictional context,
that's not actually illegal. That's legal. We'll just look at your accounts.
Okay, so we
see what deductions we can get from your filings.
Yeah.
Look at the nature of businesses. See if you can restructure some few things to allow you to make
so it won't
tax
be
savings.
So it won't be like my other lawyer who says hide your money under your bed.
No. You know, the problem with I always tell people, if you're not honest with KRA, the problem is, God forbid they come for you.
Yes.
The day they do, bro, you're screwed. But if you have accurate filings, so that they come and challenge you and tell you, bro, produce your accounts, because they give you a small time to produce your accounts. But if your accounts are always up to date and they're ready and you produce them and you can accurately show what I've filed is what I've earned, it sucks because you lose a lot of money to them, but it's always better to be tax compliant than to have to undergo the rigors of having to.
No, I completely agree. I think as long as you, to be honest, they have been very lenient whenever you deal with them.
Mm-hmm.
They do give you the time, and if you provide the correct documents,
the
experience I've had has always been positive from the company I work with.
Mm-hmm.
But I've heard horror stories as well.
Yeah, same here.
If I can be honest.
I've seen both. I've seen both.
In the industry in general, right?
But the unethical thing maybe you can say about KRA is I don't think tax KRA staff should be having targets. Giving this guy a target of $1 billion, this guy is taxing anyone and everyone. This guy's whole job is to just find a way to just squeeze money from you. So you find in that sense, it becomes almost malicious because now they have impossible targets to meet. So when you see, for example, Kenya set a revenue target of this much, that revenue target is taken to KRA staff. This KRA staff will have to pull.
One of the easiest things for us to do as a country is to get our manufacturing industry sorted out. I don't know why we're not dabbling into it.
Lack of goodwill. I think it's lack of political goodwill.
Imagine this. What you do is you sort of let me go on this side. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
What you do is you tell industries, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, what we'll do is we'll give you 5 years at no tax, for example. One of the things you need to do is hire maybe an 80% Kenyan workforce, all right?
Mm-hmm.
Utilize raw materials, give you tax buffers, give you incentives, give you areas where exemptions, where we have new grids, so you have stability. We have the ability to do that. Remember, Cadbury used to have a manufacturing plant over here where fudge and mint chocolate used to be made, and then that moved to Egypt. And that's
Same thing happened to EBL when they made their factory, I think, in Kisumu, because of those tax breaks. But here's the problem: you assume that if you give people tax breaks on direct taxes, that it will help spur the industry in manufacturing. But the problem isn't the direct taxes; it's the indirect taxes.
As well.
It's that we have so many taxes on, for example, fuel is the backbone of the manufacturing economy. Most of these things either run on fuel and electricity. Fuel governs the cost of electricity. India.
No, so that's what I'm saying is you provide subsidies on those critical elements.
You can't provide subsidy on electricity bills and fuel bills.
You can't?
You can't. See, bei mafuta ni bei mafuta unless duty free.
Hapana, see.
Utatoa stima duty free.
See, we tell.
Because even if I give you a tax, I tell you, okay, if you're building a plant worth 2 billion, you won't tax you.
Okay, let's
for
assume.
The past 5 years. You go build, and then every 6 months, EPRA is increasing the price of fuel. How are you gonna manufacture? How are you gonna budget for the long term, where price of fuel and price of electricity are constantly changing, and most of the time they're always going upwards? How are you gonna manage for your cost of production? How are you gonna manage for your cost of production when every Labor Day they're increasing their cost for minimum wage, which is not a bad thing, but at the same time, from a manufacturing perspective, you're keeping increasing these costs. How are you gonna improve your manufacturing when the ability to purchase for every consumer is actually going down?
Correct.
So, for example, if you're not producing primary goods, primary needs, people tend to avoid. And also manufacturing, we're living in a world that's rapidly changing. So, for example, let's look at the battery industry like Everready. They were giants, right? The world changed. People are using smartphones now. People are no longer using torches.
Yes.
People are no longer using radios where people need batteries. So all of a sudden, the entire market, batteries, it's gone.
It's gone.
Just look at the media industry right now. Every year, Media Max fires, I don't know how many people. Sana Media Group had a problem where the people are not being paid for how long. I did a show with them. We were on Kalasha. We got our money a year and a half later.
What?
Yes.
A year and a half later?
Bro, it's crazy. So when we and the only reason we were paid is not because they had been paid. It's because the guy who was working, who was our executive producer, paid us and continued the battle. So we were paid after like 6 months. He was paid after that time. So you find that combine all of these things together, we are it almost feels like we're in a sinking ship.
Okay, now you think of it as a business. My question to you is, you pointed all those facets out. Obviously, these are holes in the ship that's leaking it, right? What should we do to turn this business around, that is Kenya, okay? Let's say the president and his team they can do pretty much anything they want within certain context, right? So, Jesus Christ, what the hell? The road is slippery.
Yeah, plus the big hill is watery too here. Pothole on your left?
Yeah. Wait.
Okay, you missed your turn. Is that what you're saying?
Kim, your lens is so heavy, it's slowing down the car. So what I was saying is, when we go back to the manufacturing industry, don't you think the government has the ability to at least wager for you certain amount of relief when it comes to power and cost and so on and so forth?
It does. It has a lot of power. But at the end of the day, the most critical element, my bro, is political goodwill. Yes. So number one, integrity is the biggest issue. All right? We're in a country that's paying, I think, almost 70 bob for every 100 shillings we're paying to pay back our debt. All right? Most of this debt that we've accrued, most of it has not been reported to us, the public.
Yes.
We don't know where this debt is coming from. We don't know what is done. We can't show what is done.
You saw the expressway thing the other day for Uhuru and the team?
You guys are finding about this now, but it was almost common knowledge. If you just
a lot of people were saying that it's obviously him behind it.
And there are many other projects too. So just from that basic perspective, we just need to control that. Number two, corruption, bro.
How do we weed out corruption?
I don't know, but that's the biggest problem. Everything we are feeling in all of our industries is a byproduct of those two things: odious debt and corruption. That's it. Those are the two main issues that we need to. If you fix those, the economy will heal itself. Money will go where it's supposed to go. It will heal it. Those are the two main things killing us. Because there's no way we can progress in a country where I get being corrupt and stealing money from the exchequer. But bro, pesa loan. What are you doing alone, bro? How are we going to survive paying interest rates that it doesn't make sense? And we are borrowing more
and more.
So what happens in the next 20 years?
So getting rid of corruption in Kenya is like basically making the sun rise in the west.
I think it's
Do you think it's possible?
Some countries have done it.
But they've done it?
I hate to use Singapore, but they've done it. They done it via extreme means, but they've done it.
And that's the thing, is are we willing to go through those extreme means to actually...
So if you get a leader that is, that's why people like Maraga so much, because Maraga throughout his entire history has been somebody with integrity, always. So that's what we need. Somebody whose integrity carries on, and because it starts from the top downwards, right? The reason why people say Kibaki's time was good is Kibaki was an economist. He did some things that, for all his faults, he tried his best. So, for example, deals like fiber optics. For us to have fiber optic cables and internet connection, you had to kill a cartel for those dial-up internet. Killed it, did that. He did some decisions.
There was a cartel that controlled the fiber?
No, not fiber, but Kitambo unit was dial-up.
Yes.
So when the time we wanted to bring fiber into Kenya and from Dubai, it was a problem. The people who were there at the time controlling those call cards.
Yeah, because they must have been making a lot of money, bro.
So there was this center in, was it Mount Longonot with the satellites?
Yes.
This
But it's like all industries. Remember when Uber started coming, those governors and politicians that owned taxis started burning down Ubers and causing mass delays and mass fights. But you can't beat the change of technology. It's a wave that pushes you. So eventually Uber took over and now everyone has just accepted it, right?
Yeah.
So Uberification of the world. But here's the thing, like what happened in Bangladesh with the extreme measures of folks just going all the way to State House and taking over and saying that, no, this is our country, you can't do this. Do you think we'll ever get to a place where us, the common wananchi that you see out there, will just say, enough is enough, man. You guys need to stop? Or do you think the new generation of politicians that come in, right, that are our age and below, will actually genuinely feed off positivity?
I don't know about the mass action and getting power via mass action. I don't know what will happen. Because even if you say, sir, we go take over State House and this guy goes, the main question is what happens next. You find that a lot of leadership that has come from such mass action has been actually really bad and dictatorial. From the examples of Che Guevara and them, what they did in the countries. You've had examples of Museveni, the same, started off as a state, end up what he is right now. So I'd say I'd prefer it through the ballot because it's peaceful, and if we just have a revolution through the ballot like we did in 2002, like an overwhelming majority of people, I pray that we get a nice coalition led by Maraga they can lead us, that we can have such a monumental shift in the ballot box that can help us get change. Because what happens when you get power by force, for example, people storming somewhere, you'll find that people who got power via force over the gun will only leave via the same one. They never leave via ballot. So that also brings issues of transition, how you transition from that power to this. So it becomes very sketchy. So I'd say, but it depends. So for example, if let's say our wish is granted, people storm State House, if I ask you, who's going to be the president?
There's no other choice. Which option is there? I don't see anyone that's worth doing anything.
What will happen is everybody who wants to be president will start fighting it out. It will be in our situation. And not that I'm pro-root or anything. I'm just trying to think pragmatically. And my hope is that by the time Maraga is coming in, that we've done campaigns for him, that we've done civic education, that we've managed to convince the people in the village, and by some measure we convinced to get people in the other political factions to join him, so that we can have a grand coalition that allows, because I don't think it's possible for him to win without a grand coalition, because either he does it as a political statement and he says, this candidates are here, they've lost, but we are ready, and it becomes something that we're building for the future, or if you want it for now, it has to be via coalitions. That's the problem.
Do you put in a lot of politics in your jokes?
Yes, I do. I talk about politics, I talk about societal issues, because that kind of comedy almost writes itself, and also it's relatable, because comedy is not only important to be funny, it's important to be relatable.
And in Kenya, I think the general rhetoric around politics is so, again, it's embedded in who we are. At conversations over lunch, conversations over dinner, the water cooler conversations at work. Everything revolves around politics and sometimes sports as well. But politics, of late, I've just seen politics.
And podcasts like the Coffee Pump podcast and E010.
E010 is he's so well educated on what's going on locally. And he told me is you need to at least just have some indication. You can't ignore it because you are Kenyan at the end of the day.
Just watch the news and for every once in a while open those newspapers, you'll be good.
So, bro, this is the only option we have for coffee. So I think we get a coffee and then we can start back.
Yeah, but I didn't answer the last question. Like you're saying about people talking about politics all the time.
Yes. I mean, so you mean about the jokes, oh?
No. You after that you said that people talk about politics everywhere.
Yeah, I mean, it's like everywhere you go in Kenya, that's the only thing we're talking about.
You know what's crazy? Here's what people don't. Okay, here's my theory.
Yeah.
I think politics to a majority of people in Kenya is not only about governance, it's about entertainment.
It is.
That's why when we get to elect the people who do, it's almost like a circus because it's the people who entertain the most.
Okay, I like that train of thought.
So those guys are performers, the same way we perform comedy, they perform their shit too.
So here's the thing. Actually, I agree with you because
like
in
when
Kenya,
goes there and says one time.
Yes.
Performance. When Ruto was going around churches back in the day when he was trying to get people to vote for him.
Yeah.
Performance. Raila mpira, anapiga rego, anapiga Joe, anapiga cross
So it's because politicians are celebrities over here as well, right? Yeah, exactly. They're all celebrities.
Yeah, exactly.
So the way the world keeps up to tabs with celebrities, for us, our celebrities are politicians. And so that's why we keep up to date on everything they do and all their shenanigans.
So in essence, the way people view politics in Kenya, at least in the village, it's not like a governance thing. It's like the same way women in Kenya across the world watch Real Housewives of Atlanta. It's a reality show.
It's a reality show.
Yeah. So that's why for these people, even sometimes if you're not in power, just appear in the news. Just take care. That's why Raila, even when he's not in power, he has to be in the news daily. You have to see his face daily. He has to talk about something daily because that is your currency.
Do you think he's doing it just to keep relevance as well?
Power is a drug.
And my follow-up question is, do you think he has anything to do in the next elections from an influence perspective?
I don't think...
Because he said he's siding with Ruto, right?
I don't think so. But I think a couple of months to the election, what you will see is his ministers will resign. And after his ministers resign, they'll come out with a joint statement and a fake disagreement out of nothing, and then he goes on his own. He did the same thing with Moi. He did the same, but with Moi, alikuwa ameruka. He did the same thing with Kibaki. He did the same thing with Uhuru.
And okay, I think for comedy, what my personal brand of comedy that I like is the Dave Chappelle type, where I'm telling a story, where he's telling a story on things that are happening in the world and his experience with them, and he sort of has a punchline to it.
Yeah.
So the joke he said about DJ Khaled,
about
being the fattest Palestinian he's ever seen. So you see, the thing is, you're not expecting.
But it's crazy how is Khaled now posting about that, even though you're signed and everything, bro. This is your home. These are your people.
Yeah, but he's a clear example of what happens when the overarching entertainment entity approaches you and says, "Here's all the money you need. Here's all the fame. Push this agenda. Push the music. Push this." There's a whole satanic versus dark versus light discussion over there. That maybe.
Do you think it's satanic? I think sometimes people put too much into it. I think it's just pragmatism. I think it's him thinking, bro, all of these organizations have tried. All of these bodies have tried. Man, what would something from Khalid do other than just be a voice from Khalid?
So here's the thing. You know? I think the entertainment industry is definitely controlled by people that have ulterior motives. Where trying to get people focusing on something, whether it's music, entertainment, just, sheep in front of a screen.
Can I give you another theory?
Yes.
For sheep in front of a screen. All of our protests peak between end of May to end of July. You know why? You know what's my theory? It's the time when the Premier League is on break.
So it gives them other things to focus on.
So when the Premier League is not on break, bro, the whole focus of the country is singularly important. But when the Premier League is on, the attention is divided. There's the Man U games, the Chelsea games, the Arsenal game.
And so to add on to your point, it's the Roman circus.
Exactly.
When people can't eat, when there's sickness rampant in the streets, the way we get you and the way you get you distracted is we get you entertained.
Are you not entertained?
Correct. And it takes people away from their woes and what's going on in the reality. So folks like DJ Khaled are used to keep people online, drip fed in entertainment and different mediums. So you're constantly hooked. Your main job is consumerism and just sitting in front of your screen and being part of this cog that makes people richer, or whatever the agenda is, whether it's light versus dark. But I think there's that aspect of it because they want to keep you hooked, right?
Yeah.
Think about it. If you genuinely have interest in making money, making a better life for yourself, all this shit that we see about news and politics and football and Premier League, it's a waste of your fucking time.
Extreme waste of your time.
Right?
But the thing, other than politics, so, but also you need it, bro. Personally, people find their niches. The problem about this is people are different.
Yeah.
So for example, football for me and like sports is almost how I found myself as a young man. Like especially through basketball.
No, 100%. There's something about camaraderie. There's something about being part of a team.
Even just me, just learning myself, like who I am as a person, how I work, these types of style, this is how I work hard. Like those things I learned mostly through basketball. Basketball had a really big part in my life. So you find to that extent, sports is amazing.
But here's the difference.
But when you tell me I have to watch 60 games in a season.
No, but
there's a game on Saturday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. The only day that doesn't have a game is what? Monday?
Correct. And to your point, exactly to add on to what you're trying to say is, there's a difference in being a player in the arena versus being a spectator.
Yeah.
And most people want to be fucking spectators for the rest of their life.
Yeah.
You're never part of the process. You're never there. You're never in the arena, actually.
But what if that's their piece? That's the only place they can just, because life is stressful. Like, that Man U game might be a distraction.
You tell me.
Bro, after a whole week of nonsense, I'm of just working hard, the only place you can be, whether it makes you happy or angry, the only place you can just let go of everything and just focus on that is that game. But now the problem is that diversion takes you away from everything.
I'll only give you a pass if your net worth is at a place where you're comfortable.
Bro, let me tell you why you don't know. You understand Shengwell?
Yeah, I can.
Tell me if you ever lose. Kuna base za watch ball. If you go,
there's a price too.
There's a place people go watch football. Like if you go to the slums, so you find like you pay $5 or $10. People go to watch movies there. My DJ Afro and stuff. There's a guy called DJ Afro, he translates movies. So if you go there, pay that $20. It's like a whole floor of 20 to 50 guys, and you watch football with them. I guarantee you that is the best experience you'll have in your life. The trash talk there, the people are talking, the camaraderie, it's fantastic. So when you say like football is good when you have a network, it sucks. You have a big screen at home, you're watching there, you want to celebrate, but yeah.
Actually true.
True. But when you're with your homies for like vocal base, your footer, and you're watching and reacting, it's absolute cinema. It's the most amazing feeling you can get. But your point still stands. The distraction of sports and other.
I think so sports is good. Sports is a good distraction, but
no. But all of these things are in the rat race, other than politics, making us consumers, serial consumers, and taking our attention. The impact it has on politics is that it becomes a really good distraction for people. So you find that at least most of the activism in Kenya happens around that time. It also because that time also coincides with the budget. Because remember, even back in the day, July 7th, Sabasaba Day, it was on the same that time. So you find like our period of activism around the same. Jamhuri Day, June 1st. So you find that time.
Yeah. So it again, there's different ways to sort of look at it as well. Sports can be a great escape.
Great.
Watching sports in person live, it's the Coliseum Theatre experience. It's crazy. I think what we're trying to say is, and you can speak if I'm speaking out of turn. Is
trying to say Arsenal is shit. That's what we're trying to say.
Yeah, Arsenal is fucking shit, bro.
Thank you. I think that's a good podcast now that we start Arsenal is shit.
We end it over there.
Yeah. No.
No, but guys, don't focus too much on politics. There's more to life than politics in Kenya. I'm just trying to say that. Arsenal sucks.
You can't say focus on politics, bro.
Hapo.
Yeah, bro, you can't work hard. You can't work yourself out of bad governance. You cannot.
I think the system
no matter
here is
how
too
hard
big.
you work, bad governance will always bring you to your knees. Like, because who are you going to sell your product to? Like, which society are you going to live in? Like, we saw a small reality when the goons were attacking people in their own houses. Like, bro, you cannot outwork bad governance. There were millionaires in Haiti who live across the world. There are millionaires in Congo who live across the world. There are millionaires in Somalia who had to leave. You cannot outwork bad governance. So I think if we get up, but that's why I like the Gen Z. They have given me so much, because I'd given up hope. I thought this was going to be reality, but I think how people are fighting back. I feel like there's a clamor for good governance, and I feel like we're getting there. It will take time, but I feel like we are close to getting a conscious leadership that wants to turn things around. So I think...
I disagree with that, by the way. I think our leadership is fucked.
I think we're close. I think the next iteration that's coming. Right now, it's bad, but I think we have a generation that's coming that works. We have people now, for the first time, funding politicians. If this movement continues, and we have people from this movement who will stand up as politicians and who's going to live up to the deals that they have, maybe we can have some... It doesn't take a lot of people to change.
It's two sides of the same coin, bro.
Let me tell you this. Like, for example, people use Kibaki as an example. It's not because Kibaki was a saint. It's because Kibaki, working with the exact same people that Moi did, working with the exact same people that Uhuru did so much change. So it can just take one, just political goodwill. And the thing is, he wasn't even that good. To be honest, if you were using standards of integrity and all of that, he wasn't that good. But the things he did and changed the way he changed the country, it just took one man with the cabal of even horrible people. He still did make change. So I feel like we're close. It seems like we're very far away, but we're close. We are. If you see the reaction of the state to what is happening right now, that's how you know you're close. So you just keep pushing, keep doing it the right way. I don't think it will be through force. I don't want it to be that way. I want it to be the right means, through a ballot. And let's have keeping this good debates. Let's have keeping this conscious debate. So, for example, now there's a bill in Parliament. Did you know that on wanting to, I don't know if it's legalized, but they want everybody to register their seeds. They want to make it illegal to share indigenous seeds.
Like my cum. What do you mean seed? Seed.
Pause.
What do you mean seed?
Pause. VAR check, bro. VAR check. This red card, you get red. The man put it to yellow card here. Yellow card. Yellow card, man.
To listen, they want my seed.
Pause warning, bro.
Listen,
No, nobody want. Okay, maybe your girl, but nobody want your seed, bro.
I think so. I know
you're gonna hold sponsors and stuff, but I'm not that guess. That's the question for the other guy. Your research is coming way too early.
Bro, me, I just said I heard you saying they want my seed. Me, I'm like, what?
No.
Just repeat that.
Hey, bro, they want even beg is worse. They want your grain.
Okay.
I want to make it illegal to, how knowledge in our seeds have been going is, like at least my sister was a great farmer. She would plant, she'd harvest, she'd pick the best that had matured, that would produce the best, she'd keep it and replant that. And sometimes they'd come and share with their other grannies and stuff. That's how people have been farming. And do you know what happens when you bring those GMO seeds? They grow, you get your harvest, but they can't be pollinated. Like when you replant those seeds,
you can't.
You have to go buy again. So they want to take away. So imagine how much traditional knowledge we'll lose, how much we lose in terms of the healthy foods that have been grown over the years from all those. Imagine all of those best plants from time immemorial.
Okay, so those.
Imagine how bad the USA farming industries and practices are. When I bring that here.
So those particular seeds.
So if you're not involved in politics, that passes you by, bro.
So you mean those seeds when they come, it's just one and done. You can't replant.
What you'll do is you'll get them, you'll plant them.
Yes.
You'll give you the best product and you'll be happy. And then you'll do what every farmer does. You'll pick your best crop and you pick the best seeds, and you replant them again. They can't grow. You have to go buy seeds again. So essentially, you're building another multi-corporation. But that they sell seeds. That's their business. That's how
it all comes down to that,
on
right?
that.
It all comes down to that. It all comes down
But
to
now,
business.
if you don't allow, okay, let me tell you another thing in politics that you don't know. I think we signed this trade agreement with Dubai that allows them to essentially have, I forget the words. I don't want to use the wrong words. But I can tell you the essence without using the words. The essence of the agreement is they have a monopoly on technology that can be used, for example, in things like pharmaceuticals. That happened in the States, and the companies came and they sued all the people that were making pharmaceuticals, drugs locally, ran them out of business. So we're having a lot of this, borrowing a lot of things from American industries that are extremely detrimental to us.
It's all commercialization. Basically, it's all for profit.
We're losing control of one, who we as a people, and we're losing control of what we and you as a common mwananchi can do to improve ourselves. Like healthcare, imeshaenda, farming ikienda, that's it. We don't have a country. We stop being a country, start being like a small subsidiary of an international company.
So Kenya is basically becoming a for-profit organization where everything and everything.
And if you're not involved in politics, these things will come pass you by. So that's why I'm telling you, you can never outwork
bad politics.
Bad government. Yeah, bad siasa mbaya, maisha mbaya. Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Why don't we go get a coffee?
Yeah, let's go. Because I feel weird, especially after you said you man seeds hapo hivi.
Ndio vile ulinipronounce.
Nah, let's go.
The government of Kenya wants my seed.
Nah, son.
They better hire some hot mama to start jacking us all off. We'll see you after the coffee break.
You know, I never noticed your glasses in every other episode.
But I'm supposed to wear glasses full time, bro.
Just now you look like such a nerd, bro.
Are you recording?
You see, now you look like a normal Mhindi. Now you look like a hardware. Who put this on?
No way, jaribu see how blind I am.
Nah, I don't. No, my eyes. Hey, bro. What?
It's because of watching too much porn.
Oh, I can tell.
You know, kids, if you're watching, the rumors that you get hair on your forearms and you go blind because of masturbating a lot are very true. I'm blind and he has hair on his forearm.
No, hey, don't talk about me.
No, so what I do is I have on this eye, apparently my cornea is not that shaped well, so it struggles and I get migraines. So this one is overpowered. So for people that watch it, they're like, whoa, what the hell is going on? So this is just to balance this right eye.
Because it doesn't look like a normal Mhindi with like a hardware in Westland. See, you now look like you sell IT equipment.
So you're asking how I got into sales, yeah?
Yeah.
Well, essentially, I had come back from uni in Wales, and I was trying to get jobs anywhere I could, just to do something. And I ended up meeting a lady who sells companies and finances, who brokers find these financial deals. And through a connection of my mzee, I took out for lunch, and I'm like, look, because you deal with a lot of these startups and a lot of these companies.
The reason you get.
There's no reason.
The reason I took out for lunch, bro, just the lines, bro.
The least I can do.
Was it with the glasses or without the glasses?
That time I wasn't wearing glasses.
You get risk your way into a sales job, you get.
Anyway, so I met the CEO. Our first meeting was Uko Java Mutiti Road. I think it's called Orbit Place. And I didn't realize it at the time, but he said I made an impression of him when I called him and I asked him what he wanted. So when he came, he basically had coffee waiting for him. He had a croissant. So it was like I was interviewing the boss. So the dynamics changed.
Okay.
I didn't realize I was doing that. I was just being
who you are.
Who I was.
Hosting a podcast.
Yeah, exactly. So then we started the interview.
Same thing with me, bro. Best I can offer you is I have Andudi. Just need a sales shirt and a vest, and you can be bringing in some good revenue.
By the way, Nduthi, podcast on Nduthi, that would be nice.
Hey, bro, that's dangerous.
See, utaweka camera at the front.
Yo, I have a friend called Sajid, and he did that. He put a GoPro and he was mixing his music.
Really, eh?
Yeah.
I think it's sweet, eh?
Or decaf, eh?
No, ni mocha.
Milk,
It's a gay-ass drink, Kim.
Come on.
You normally have it all the time.
Well, you like talking about seeds with men, so I'm playing with balls in Mudaiga, so it's a thing.
There better be a joke
Yeah,
next stand-up. You know.
Finish the story. Then what happened after the
Yeah, so then he flipped the switch and started asking me questions about data centers and tech. Nikakwama. I'm like, he's like, what do you want to do with your life?
Yeah.
I'm like, right now I just need money, bro. You're asking me all these tough questions. He's like, okay, let me think about it. And I just went home. I told my mzee, that was a horrible interview.
Mm-hmm.
I'm never going for interviews again. See, I just come and work for some chuti company of yours. Mzee's like, just keep trying.
Keep trying, yeah. Make your own money before you come.
Surprisingly, a few days later, the guy is like, look, we're interested. Can you come in for a second interview? So I figured for a second interview.
Mm-hmm.
I've told the story before, and I'm not sure which episode, but the guy introduced me to another lady on the team, and they're like, we want to give you the job, but we just want to test your skills.
Mm-hmm.
So what we need is, we need a database of all the banks in the country and where their data centers are hosted.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, how do I get that information? He's like, figure it out. And then he left. So yeah, I'm here now. I'm like, I have nothing. I have no ideas. I have no networks. I have nothing. So obviously the first person I always go to is my dad, because he knows people. So he's like, look, I know an IT manager at some chuti bank over here, like DI, Dubai Islamic Bank or something. So when I went, I met him. He gave me everything. He's like, we're hosted at this data center. It was really nice. Then I asked him, do you know anyone else?
You can know that, yeah.
And so he pointed me to another person and another person. Eventually, I just started going, and because not everyone knew everyone, I just started going through the sort of yellow pages online, trying to find reception. And then the receptionist would usually put me in touch with an IT manager or an IT engineer. And I'm like, look, I'm interning for this company. We're building data centers. We want to do this. And I had no email. I was using my personal email, so I had to bullshit my way as well and saying we're a startup company. There are some secretaries who are so mean. I'm like, okay, can you let me know where your offices are?
But all the ones
No,
who
so
give
me,
you like a kind of
No. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly.
No, we're not allowed to give you that information.
Yeah, I'm sorry. This is very privileged information. It's unfortunately I can't connect you.
The thing is called when people are obedient beyond what is required of them. It's a thing that happens when people are trying to be eager.
It's that illusion of power for them. So once in their life they feel power over you. So they're like, hey, let me do this. But I'm like, so now what I did was, there was one secretary I remember in particular, Stacy. She was working at Standard Chartered at the front desk. This was on Westlands Road. So I went to the reception. I bought flowers and I bought cupcakes. I'm like, I'm looking for Stacy this.
Really, guy?
You should have the smile on her face.
Bro.
The next thing, I'm in front of the IT manager.
Riz. Bro, what we've learned from this story is networking and Riz, bro.
So
it started with Riz, went to networking, then back to Riz, back to square one. The flowers and the chocolate got you with the IT manager.
What I appreciated about that guy looking back is he just never gave up. So after a week of doing that work, and by the way, remember that time you had to buy credit? Credit was expensive, bro.
Yeah, man.
So I go, I give my report in. The guy calls me up. He's like, are you around? I'm like, yes. He's like, let's meet. Nothing. Cut the phone. I figure there, I'm anxious. He comes in. He brings a Muzungu guy I've never met. Now, me, I'm nervous because Muzungu guys typically, they scare me. When I'm on a flight with Africans, I feel very comfortable.
You guys will not be here without Mzungu guys.
Yeah, so when I see Wazungus...
The Wazungus have done a number on all of us. So no, you don't even need to explain further.
So the man that was actually there, the Mzungu, was the co-founder. And the one thing they asked me was, how the hell did you get all this information? And I told them, and then they're like, welcome. And that's basically how I got the job.
Oh, that's dope.
And it's been 10 years now doing that.
That's the most interesting interview story I've ever had.
There was another one porno shoot I did, but it didn't pan out.
You didn't have the facilities for that. The package, the gift package, they could touch, bro.
They brought some mama. They brought some mama from the hood. Me, I'm like, listen, me sina capabilities hapo. Unataka 12 inches, itakuja in installments, please.
My interview to where I got the job, because I started off as an intern as well.
Okay.
I was super nervous.
How old were you when you got the job?
A little bit old. I was like 23 there. Because remember, you have to go to Kenya School of Law, right?
Yeah.
And then you have to
still
for 6 months, 22, 23 there. So I met Ezekiel Kemboi in a matatu on the way to the interview, and he sat right next to me. And for some reason, we got to talking.
Yeah.
And he told me something that I carry with me to this day. It's something I've heard a million times, just because it came from him, I think, and the circumstances I was going through that day. It helped me out. He told me, if it's your job, it's your job. If it's not your job, it's not your job. And when I went to that interview, that's the first one that I did, and I was not nervous at all. Aced it, got a written interview, aced it, and then I got the job. Mine isn't as spectacular as
but how long
buying
have you been at the job?
Stacy flowers and chocolate.
No, but by the way, she's now like one of the lead systems.
Shout out to Stacy.
Actually, maybe I don't even give up the bank, but she's gone up. So
shout out to Stacy.
The thing is, you just have to find folks. So sometimes it's all about human relationships, and what I realize is Nairobi, it's such a connected web of individuals that know each other. You're 2-3 phone calls away from the person you want to meet.
Bro, your networking skills are impeccable.
Yeah. So you just need to keep. And again, thank you for that. And that's one thing I realized is Eric, from Every Other Time with Eric, actually reminded me is that, bro, this is what we're doing for the podcast is also a sales job.
Yeah.
So not to have shame. Because when I started, man, I used to spam the shit out of guys, bro. Call them, this, that, paka, you get the meeting, you know?
Yeah.
And when it comes to podcasting, again, no shame.
Yeah.
See, shout out Uhuru Kenyatta. Shout out the Pope, you know? Try and get folks that just message them and take a chance, and you never know who responds.
Yeah, that's true.
So it's again, what my recommendation is, if you just want to reach out to the person, the main thing is just try and find people next to him if you can't get a hold of him, and build networks.
I also think you and Eric are naturally inclined for this, because I grew up with around the same place with Eric, so I've known him for a long time.
Yeah.
Who he is in the podcast is who he is in real life.
He is who he is, yeah.
And I've hung out with you for because I can make judgment for 5 minutes outside the camera.
Yeah.
And I was talking to the same guy. There wasn't a turn on, turn off,
Which I think is, yeah.
So this is an extension of who you really are. So which is kind of dope, man. What really sucks is I've been to studios where the person on camera is not the person. It's a different person. It feels really weird. It's like they turn on and turn off.
I've seen that as well, and I don't want to have those kind of people on my on the podcast, because
the platform,
the TV, you can basically go to traditional TV and have those kind of interviews where you can pretend to be someone you're not.
Whether you and Eric have such disdain for traditional TV, you guys talk about it like it's shit on the wall or something.
When was the last time you watched traditional TV?
Not long ago, but man, I feel like it had a place. For example, Ellen kept all of these TikTok famous people at bay. One interview at Ellen will stop you from going famous for 6 months. Traditional TV, also some shows, I really miss some Kenyan TV shows. Because you try to watch them and it's good, but it's not the same as it was when we had money in TV, So the quality of our news reporting has gone down because of lack of money in advertising.
Okay.
The quality of our print publications have also gone down now. Our newspapers nowadays are paperweight. The time we used to lift a newspaper and used to feel heavy. Now, now it feels like a Soviet, bro. That thing is light.
I mean, the reason is, you see, TV is based on, again, advertisement and fitting in as many advertisement slots within a specified time period.
Mm-hmm.
So the person you're interviewing and the information you get is very specific to an agenda, or if there's a promotion of a movie or something of the sort going on.
Yeah.
Now, if you look at an interview that's 2-3 hours long on a podcast, you actually get to see who the person is. And you can't bullshit out of 2-3 hour podcast. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true.
So it gives you the real true look at a person. And for me, being in a sales job, wanting to do a podcast, the main benefit is meeting folks. So this conversation we have today, it's basically 30 emails, 2 formal meetings, all wrapped up into one podcast. So our relationship has even gone further along than it would have if we went through traditional mediums of communication. Do you get what I mean? Because now I see who you are in front of the camera and off the camera. It's the same. You're the same person. But the comfort we have.
Yeah.
Through this.
Now that's too much. When you say relationship, I was cool. But now when you see the comfort we have, bro.
Sasa ulikuwa unauliza.
Oh, that's like you're working with 26 pauses per minute, bro.
No, but we see if you were to go on an interview on KTN or whatever
it's
TV
different.
was,
You
it's
have
different.
to go. I've done some
Like this prep work.
They have to hit you the makeup. They tell you have 15 minutes max to get off your points.
Yeah. So you see, the thing is, there's no
It's
prep
like
work here. It's just
they're in a public toilet. You have to get your points off fast, fast.
it just goes. Huh?
Yeah, it just goes.
So with us now, it's just horrific, right?
You know what's crazy? I was telling my friend that, especially regarding courting women for marriage and stuff.
Yeah.
I was telling them, nowadays you can make a decision to marry a lady after even as short as 6 months to a year. Reason being, when our folks were courting, they'd meet once a week, they'd write letters, they'd talk over the phone once in a week because phone bills are so expensive. So one day of WhatsApp conversations with your lady right now is worth like a month's communications of your folks when they're dating and
Correct.
courting.
It's the digitification. I've quamed. Eh? It's the digification. Is that what digification? That's the word digitalization. Eh?
Yeah.
Kumbe, it's late at night. To be fair, it's like nearly midnight.
Bro.
Sorry.
I forget the name for it, but that was one of the inches we had to write for our, I think, KCSE.
By the way, do you know...
We had no idea what that was, but we still passed, but it was hard.
Do you know, when we're doing KCP SWA...
Oh, KCSE, sorry. KCP SWA.
KCP SWA, we had to write inchas, didn't you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, one of the questions was about deep sleep, right? A dream that you had.
Yeah.
You know what deep sleep is called in Kiswahili?
What's it called?
Usingizi mnono.
Usingizi wa pono.
Wow, usingizi wa pono, usingizi wa pono. PONO.
I'm there thinking Tory Black. It's called usingizi wa pono.
This is weird, isn't it? So I went into Warp Trick the other day. But it was crazy about KCP inches that I still don't understand to date. Why do they force us to write like retards? Because it would start with the msemo, you finish with the methali, and then every paragraph starts with a saying, finishes with a saying, and then you are advised to use the most complex msamiatis. The more complex your paper, the more marks you get. It made for very horrible writing.
Bro,
like it was pathetic writing. Because imagine reading a document with a methali after every paragraph. That must
every...
Like why would you teach kids to write like that? Like, and then you have to force them, bro. You have to force them.
Now in...
you have to force those modalities where they didn't even make sense.
So I didn't do... I finished KCP. I didn't do KCSE. I did IGCSE.
Bro, you got lucky, bro.
But...
Oof, KCSE was rough.
Instead of taking Kiswahili, which I should have, I thought, why don't I take French? I'll learn French. I'll learn to speak French. I'll be... S'il vous plaît, bonjour,
Kiswahili is easy, bro. You're just translating weird shit.
My guy, for the first 3 years, I thought my teacher's name was Mr. Monsieur.
Bro.
Okay, he's like, why do you keep calling me Mr. Monsieur?
Bro. Sometimes when you talk, I'm just happy you're in sense. Anything involving words that you have to read like lawyering, like you'd be cooked, bro.
So
you thought the guy's name was Mr. Monsieur. Yeah, bro. That's deep. But I understand. Remember, there's a friend of mine. Their school had a French teacher. Those academies.
Yes.
But this guy came from the Burundi or Congo, and he bullshitted them that he was teaching them French. So this guy did the exam, the school, and he passed it because KCP didn't have a French exam. He did in KCSE. So he's going to KCSE. He's going to Alliance. This guy thinks he knows French. He's taking French as a unit. Bro, that guy was fluent in Lingala. That teacher was teaching them Lingala, bro. He thought that was French. That guy called the entire school, called the teachers.
By the way, you see this building over here?
Yeah.
I mean, have you noticed the entire building has no windows?
Yeah, and I'm noticing this now.
And have you noticed the power units at the top?
That's the server room, eh?
I'm telling you right now, this is
a data center.
This is a spy agency. We're not going to... People can figure out...
It's a data center, maybe.
Well, that's not a data center. Data centers need cooling and ventilation. There's something going on there.
Yeah.
But for my French exam, the guy, the exam paper basically said, tell us about a holiday trip. So I started, hi, my name is Sajid. I'm 16 years old. I like this color. I like that color. I didn't even talk about fucking holiday till the last paragraph. I described my dad's job. What my mom did.
Bro, you use all the French that you need.
All the French that I
You use all the French that you need.
Well, that was it.
All coherent sentences that I can master, you will know. Doesn't matter the topic, you will find out.
And then something, bro, at the end I just said something about Masai Mara holiday. I ate pizza.
Bro.
I ate burger.
Bro.
I ate green pizza. I ate green burger. All the food.
Check if the guy reading your paper.
Bro, I think I got a D or U, man. I didn't pass.
Just done Kiswahili.
And this was the main. This was the main
Exam. What's it called?
The O levels.
O levels, okay.
Yeah. Then I didn't do A levels, and I went directly to USIU. I think we can turn right and stop somewhere over here.
Speaks a lot about USIU's as a private institution. It's a really good school.
Bro, USIU is.
You know what's crazy? I went from a private school like Quare, and I went to USIU, and I still found their facilities amazing in terms of their libraries and stuff. I think they just get a bad rep.
Bro, USIU.
But I can understand why they're getting a bad rep, because now if you tell them that you went to USIU after giving a story of getting a D in French, makes it sound like you are.
USIU was shit. I didn't enjoy it, so I'll be honest with you. You believe in Nazar?
Nazar, what's Nazar?
Like black eye.
Black eye?
Evil eye.
No.
Like things just go wrong before you talk about it prematurely.
I believe in your tongue having power and you being careful about what you say.
Anyway, because what ended up happening was we had to charge, our battery charger died. But anyway, we had a good meal. We talked quite a lot as well.
Yeah, we caught up a lot.
So about
that would have been a nice podcast.
That would have been a nice podcast. But anyway, I want to actually revisit that. So you asking me about my schooling experience at USIU. I was a straight and narrow kid, by the way. I kept to myself for the first 2 years. I remember eating lunch alone. My only job was just going to class and working out.
They have a nice gym there.
Yeah, at that time it was a shit gym. There was no gym. It was like a very small place and it was too crowded. So I wouldn't even work out there. I wasn't very social because I didn't know anyone. And looking at it in hindsight, like there were a lot of mamas that were talking to me, but I was a saint guy, so I didn't know how to interpret what a flirt was. So, like you'd have a random mama.
I just told you.
Yeah. So now that I think about it in hindsight, I'd have this random mama come up and touch my hair. She's like, "You have such lovely hair. I think my babies would look great with them." And I'm like, yeah, bounce.
Yeah, but what do mamas do?
I was very toned deaf.
Like, why don't mamas hit on you directly? Like it always hits you like 3 months later. Oh, by the way.
Just because women are like that, yeah.
Yeah.
It's obviously a power play, but.
And you know what happens when they hit on you and you don't respond? They hate you. They hate you for not receiving the signals that they sent via smoke. Like, how am I supposed to receive this? Anyway, you're saying something.
Yeah, so the thing is, we're trying to read an email when they're sending a smoke signal.
Exactly.
So it's completely two different planes of thought. But yeah, then USIU, I think facilities were okay, but as a university, bro, the lectures, maybe it's changed, but my experience with some of the lectures over there,
I had a good experience because I did a master's there in IR.
Okay, maybe master's is different. Maybe IR, the teachers are different.
The teaching was really nice. I really enjoyed it.
There was a finance teacher. I forget what his name was, but he was like an accountant at KQ. Given the state of KQ, it could tell you his caliber of teaching. He was a fucking dipshit. I failed his classes twice. The third time I tried to cheat, we got caught cheating, so we failed as well. Now, the thing is, I was like, okay, accounting is not for me. But then I had another teacher who came in as a temp to replace this guy.
It was just as bad?
No. Then I understood a bit of it. So I went from like failing to getting like a C, which in accounting, financial accounting, is quite a big feat for me. Because if you're an accountant, I'm surprised you haven't shot yourself today, because I don't know how you live with yourself 9 to 5 balancing other people's books. Your life must be so fucked. Anyway,
it depends. You have a passion for it, and also
who the fuck has a passion for accounting?
In my master's in tax law of accounting, I found Indians on YouTube are the best teachers. They'll simplify it for you. You'll learn easily, because sometimes the lecturer in class can't reach everybody. His mode of teaching won't. But those guys on YouTube, they got the only problem with those Indian lecturers is sometimes they start off well and they start off in English.
Yeah.
Then in the middle, they just hit Gujarati and you're like, what the hell is going on?
Chill, this motherfucker, he's hooting over here.
Why?
He's being a bastard, yeah, chill. He's like, why are you driving slow?
Being Jon Snow.
Fuck you, bastard guy. What's his number plate? KCT 417M. I hope the owner knows you're being a dipshit. Mother chod. Sorry. Hey, if we can track who the driver is. Motherfucker hooting over here.
A man's favorite insult is benchot.
Yeah, benchot.
And chovu.
Yeah, so that's a legit benchot, yeah?
Yeah.
So, I mean, look, so accounting, if you do accounting, God bless you. I need accountants to balance my books, but I won't invite you for dinner.
All I'm saying is...
Because I don't get it.
If you go deep into it, it has some level of peace and calm. Because if you think about it, numbers make sense. They can make the noise come down. They can find the logic they can make it make sense. The same way this podcast gives you peace.
Yeah.
For some people that doing the math and solving
this podcast doesn't give me peace. Some fucking Jama was hooting at me at 1:30 in the morning.
Songa bana. So hatujali kusi production yako. We got places to be, things to do.
I mean, let me just say this. USIU, it depends on what course you're doing. The guys that did international relations really seemed to enjoy it because they had international teachers.
They had the top former diplomats. It was amazing. It was great.
For the business courses, we had the waste left over of KQ, finance department. So you can imagine. By the way, look at these houses, bro.
They're nice, huh?
Guys, once we get that 360 camera, I'll be showing you some of these houses. What work on our pesa Nairobi? Mm-hmm. We were just at Chicken Inn talking about your schooling experience and the cars that were pulling up over there.
Wow, crazy.
Crazy, yeah?
2024, 2025 editions.
Beautiful cars.
Being driven by small kiddos, man.
Small kids, eh?
Yeah, man. Those are like 20, 21-year-olds.
Driving. And do you think it's, it's probably... Do you think it's their cars or it's their father's cars?
Most likely. It's obviously their father's cars.
Yeah, but anyway, if our fathers had that money, we'd probably be driving the same things when we're 21, 22.
You wouldn't be working this hard too either, huh?
Yeah, fucking doing a podcast at 1:30 in the morning, bro, to get $50.
That was a 24-year-old.
CPM!
24-year-old with a G63.
24-year-old with a G63, bro. So tell me, boarding school.
Yes.
How was your experience over there?
Boarding, I did boarding in the last 2 years of primary and also throughout high school. It was fun, but Form 1 was rough. Form 1 was... so if you go to Form 1 in a boarding school, I don't know if you know this, there's something called a grace period.
Like they haze you?
No, grace period is between the day you first report and your first midterm. Because they want you to go back home and give a good report.
Okay.
So there's a rule in school. When this guy comes in, don't bully them.
Okay. So then they go and give
everybody is good to you and you think this place is lovely. Oh, this place is splendid. You go like, I can't wait to go back there. My brother tried to warn me like, bro, that was grace period, bro. You're gonna go back to the real school now. So when I went back, hell on earth, bro.
Crazy, yeah?
Hell on earth. It was like, but other than Form 1, the rest was really nice. Remember
we were talking about the concept bodies.
Hey, fast bodies, hey, bro. Hey, bro. Why are young boys like that? Like, look at my doggy, like a pack of dogs. You have to find out who the alpha is every single time.
And this Jama is the first body. Second body. Like, what? Who granted them that permission on being first body?
No, you have to fight and get it, bro.
Okay. So
you have to beat the first body to be the first body. See, okay, let me rephrase my story because now people at home don't know.
Yes, tell me.
So there was a time, class 2, I wasn't interested in the body stuff. I was a pacifist going. I was a young man I was a geek.
Yeah.
Give me a comic book here. Let me watch my wrestling. Let me play my football. I'd be perfectly fine. Let me follow my new kidogo. I'd be very happy. So this day I was trying to sleep in class. The teacher wasn't coming to class. So I was like, this is a nice time to nap. So me during my nap, some guy called Dego. Class 2, North, PD Primary School. Dego just kept waking me up. And he was doing that because he was fourth body. He was a big guy. He was a chubby guy. So he thought he could take me. So normally I wouldn't fight him because he's fourth body. That's a big title. But I woke up so angry and then I just beat him up. So I went from being like number 30th body to fourth body. Now the problem now brought was now everyone in school wants to trust me like, nah, I can get that fourth body now. Everyone is now trying to, this 1 week I fought so many guys. I was tired. By the time it was Friday, I was like, you know what? It happened on Tuesday. It was Friday, I was like, you know what? You guys can have it. Let me just go back to let me just go back to my old life. I don't want to fight this much.
It was horrible. Was it a boys' boarding school?
No, that was primo. That was an old one. They had women and everything. It was just boys being boys.
Do you think mamas had first bodies and stuff like that for them?
I only know.
Like mamas tapping each other.
At that time, it was that age where girls were yucky. You know that time when somebody tell you have a girlfriend and you start crying like,
like,
no man, no, I don't have one
I
lie.
don't want a
One
girlfriend.
lie, I've never had a guy. Don't even, bro.
No,
I'm like,
Nowadays it's the opposite.
Huh?
Nowadays we want to get recognized for as many women as we have.
you have a colleague at work whose whose son was suspended for kissing a girl in school.
Way.
The next day, that guy came to work so happy. So, because this day just like, yes!
It's a relief. It's a relief.
Yes!
Why would you like suspend
Yes.
a child because of kissing?
They're young, man. You can't
You can't encourage that.
You
stuff.
can't encourage that
But
kind of
then the father must have been happy because he didn't kiss her.
He won the girl. Exactly. But you know, you got to be careful with your podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he was happy at least.
You can kiss whoever you want, guys. Just not a man.
Not a man dejected.
any type of woman you want, you can kiss.
Yeah.
It's okay.
You do your thing.
You do your thing. Yeah, as long as
Yeah.
it's women.
Yeah. No.
So, I want to talk about comedy because we've been going in circles about it.
Yeah, okay, let's go.
But, okay. Talk to me about the first day you bombed.
Yes.
The prep after that, what did you do when going back to the stage again?
Oh,
Like, who's your sounding board when you make jokes? And if someone is watching this and wants to be a stand-up comedian, what advice would you give them?
Hugh Masakela, some South African jazz musician, one of the best musicians in the world. He passed on a couple days ago. Rest in peace. He said it took him about 10 years of playing music, even 20, to learn how to play like himself. So when you're starting comedy, you're coping styles, you're trying to do jokes that you think are funny based on what people perceive to be funny. But eventually, after doing it long enough, you find your own voice.
I like
The
that.
best thing about bombing is that it frees you. You see the consequences of bombing are that, okay, I've gone on stage, I haven't done well.
Yeah.
I'm alive and well. It hasn't changed anything. It was just it teaches you how to fail. It's like a place where you can fail safely.
Okay.
So with time, once you go back on stage, you get better and better. Once you learn how to find your voice in comedy, because there's a guy called Patrice O'Neill, passed on one of my top 5 comedians. He had that saying that killing is easy. Making people laugh in a comedy bar is easy. Saying something while making people laugh,
That's difficult.
now that's the art.
And so your style of comedy,
Yeah.
you try and portray a story, do you try and sort of say something and then do a punchline?
Yeah, I do all of it. There are various techniques. I try to do all of it. I try also talk about social issues as much as I can.
Yeah.
I try to draw from personal experiences. I try to draw from what's happening in the news. So I give it around like I do everything.
Not to put pressure
I
on
also
you.
do a lot of crowd work.
Not to put pressure on you,
Yeah.
but like, let's say if I were to tell you you do a lot of crowd work, right?
Yeah.
But if I were to tell you to do a joke on the spot, is that your kind of comedy or doesn't
It's not like music where I'm not like BN. You tell me to sing something and then I get your panties moist and stuff. Nah. This one comedy has a setting.
Okay.
Yeah. Plus, if you want to find out if I'm funny throughout the podcast, I was telling Grace, and also you can just check out my page, Ribia_ENT. I have my stand-up clips right there. Check it out.
Yeah.
And come to the show also. We'll have a good time. Ribia man. There.
We'll put that up over here.
Come through. Yeah.
But within that particular show, do you have a set you've worked on and performed?
Yeah. Actually, this is me releasing my doggies, the jokes that I know that have been working over the years.
Yeah.
I wanna put them in a 40-minute special and just let go of them and now continue to other things.
So how do you go from now? Okay, you're doing out shows that you're selling.
Yeah.
How do you get to the Netflixes, the Prime Videos, and sell your comedy special to them? What's the process as a
That used to be my dream, bro. But the more I'm doing this, the more I realize I just rather sell direct to consumer.
But is that possible here in Kenya?
People are doing it and they're doing well. Njugush did that. Abel Mutua did that.
So Abel Mutua, like where you get your own website and you launch your own.
Fill the TV, yeah. So I feel like the money is at engaging with your consumer base at a lower price point.
Okay.
So that's what we're gonna do with my special at least, and I think also Aman's. We're gonna put it in our website where you can pay like 100 bob and you get access to it at home and you can watch it if you like it.
That's awesome.
And then after like a year, maybe we'll put it up on YouTube. So I used to dream about Netflix a lot, but then I discovered a lot of my favorite comedians right now For some reason, Netflix not picking them up, and they tried, and all of them came to the same conclusion. Man, there's no need to keep chasing Netflix.
Because I guess
Also, the Netflix, they're leaving. They've left Kenya. They're leaving Nigeria. They might leave South Africa, so they're migrating outside of Kenya. So
why
it's
have
really
they left
hard.
Kenya?
We don't have enough of a consumer base for them. Not so many people buy Netflix. Kenya has a really big piracy problem.
Yeah, that's one thing I can tell you is from a technology perspective, the reason why Netflix hasn't doubled down on investment here in terms of infrastructure is piracy. Everyone, to be honest, that $20 or whatever price point they have right now is still fairly expensive for majority of consumers.
No, but
I'm gonna go this way and then we'll come back this way.
So think about it like this. Think about even music. I think it's a culture thing. So even about Netflix being expensive. Go look at artists in Tanzania. Go look at artists in Uganda.
Yeah.
People at home buy their music. Chameleon was doing millionaire things back then because people back. Like, for example, I think the highest selling album in Kenya's history was Isa's Nimefika. But no one I knew bought that thing from everybody got it from people.
Yeah.
So I think we have new culture saying, "Whoa, me gongo!" Like people just like getting their CD for 50 bob or 100 bob at the expense of the artist, and people don't care. Because I know I teach corporate law. There's this course called Harvard X that we teach.
Yeah.
It's an affiliate Harvard program, and people don't have in Kenya. People don't have respect for IP in terms of you stream your game online with those websites. This TV is dying. You don't care. And the net effect is that you not caring about IP is the biggest cause of the death of the creative industry in Kenya. So that's the net effect. Nobody's willing to invest in our music, in our arts, because it doesn't pay. Why would? Yeah.
Exactly. It makes sense. Why would you invest in a business?
So unless now you become now a megastar, but for the average, if you're behind a calligraph, it's fantastic. But if you're an indie artist,
so how do you deal with then rejection and failure and wanting to pursue a dream that might not return a profit? You know?
Don't quit your day job, bro. Same IT salesman with a fantastic podcast, a lawyer with a stand-up comedy background and esports background. So the day job is practical, pays for the bills as you chase your dreams. If they come through, it's happy. And also, guys, don't always forget that if he becomes one of the biggest podcasters in the world, not if, when, what will be more exciting for him is not becoming one of the biggest podcasters in the world. It's the journey. It's around about Kulembele. Just go. Yeah. It's the journey that. So just keep pushing. The pursuit of you becoming a better version of yourself daily, fighting that man in the mirror. That's what keeps me going. Especially it's better in art. In law, it's harder to see if you're getting better.
Yeah.
But in art, you can push boundaries that you didn't know existed.
What I'll tell you is for art, so what if you failed? Exactly. So what if you hit that speed bump?
Yeah.
Keep going. Keep pushing.
So what if you're talking about selling your seat to the government in a podcast at midnight in some random road, Raptor Road in Westlands? Keep going.
No, but honestly, like my recommendation to you is even if you fail, so what? You're going to get up, you're going to get out, you're going to go and do it again.
Yeah.
There's nothing that's going to stop you. You're going to keep hitting. Eventually,
but you don't fail, you learn. You learn lessons, you learn ABCD. By the time you're doing it again, you'll be better and better and better.
Yeah.
Success is just accumulation of failures.
So I think the more you have, again, the more road game you put in, the better you'll become.
Yeah.
Right? Bro, so we were talking, okay, when are the dates for the show?
August 30th, Osho Center. It's going to be a dope day. But being a businessman is hard, bro. As soon as we announced our special, we found out that a lady called Cici Winans, an amazing artist, is having a concert on the same day.
Yeah.
Then Chan was announced. The finals for Chan is on the same day.
Sorry.
I'm like, what the hell? So yeah, but you're still going to do it the same day. We believe that we have enough of a fun days.
Is that Christian? Gospel.
Yeah, she's really good.
I'll try my best. So that date, I think I should be back from work travels. I'll definitely show up. So it's only one night, huh?
It's only one night. Me and the man. It's just me and the man. We have other comedians performing as well.
Okay.
Check out a guy called Yours Truly KK. He's unbelievably funny. He's gonna be there. A guy called Ty Ngashira is gonna be performing. really funny guy as well.
Yeah. Now,
So it's
how are the nerves leading up to that event? Are you feeling nervous? Is it your first big event?
Oh, yeah, it's my first big event. It's my first special.
Okay.
The nerves, I know it's weird selling tickets. This is the first time I have had to go out of my way to sell tickets, because if you work for comedy clubs, they just tell you, come, you're performing on this date.
Yeah.
So all you have to worry about is your jokes.
And how many comedy clubs, by the way, are there in Nairobi right now?
Quite a couple. The prominent one, Stand Up Collective. In fact, they have the Nairobi Comedy Festival. They have comedians coming in from Uganda. That is Okello, Dr. Okello. They have Vafa coming from South Africa. Yeah. They have this amazing comedian who's UK and Zimbabwe based that's really dope, also performing. That's happening, I think, from August 9th going forward. We have Punchline Comedy Club. Yeah. They're the guys who brought us Dave Chappelle. Yeah, it's a really good comedy club as well, especially if you're a young guy who's willing to start it. They have a nice incubator program. We have Karura Comedy Club run by Emmanuel Kisiangani, really good comedy club as well.
Kisiangani podcast guy.
Kisiangani podcast.
Really?
Kisiangani is a beast. He's one of the best, if not the best, comedians in Kenya.
I'm actually doing a podcast with him, I think.
Dude, he's funny. Off the rip, he's the best comedy. He's going to be a host, actually. He's the best host in the country.
That's great.
He's amazing. Then I used to have one called The Hyenas then. It's on and off, but now we focus on this special as well.
Yeah.
Mandip Jagde has his own comedy club. There's so many. There's
Where
a guy
is
called
Amandeep?
Ezra and a guy called Max Payne. They all have their own comedy clubs.
Where's Amandeep's club?
Well, he goes from venue to venue.
Okay, so it just depends on which shows he does, yeah?
Yeah, just check him out. Here, even David Mashari has his own thing. So
okay. There are quite a few then. It's building up.
There are quite a few. It's building up from a position where we only had one a few years ago. Doug Mutai is a guy who came from Canada and decided to found this.
Okay. Alongside
Mamito and Kisiangani and Aman, the English stand-up comedy scene. And we're happy it's really growing.
So let me ask you, this Dave Chappelle came here apparently secretly. Did that actually happen?
It happened. I don't know how the guys at Punchline pulled that off. Rumor has it that he was traveling and he wanted to do a spot around the sides.
Yeah.
But this is what inspired me to do it, bro. His ticket sold out in 2 hours.
It was literally posted. I saw Dave Chappelle. I ignored it. Then I came back like at lunchtime.
Sold out.
And I saw it again. I was like, holy shit, let me try and buy. Sold out, man.
Yep.
And did they get in touch with them? Is there recording of the session? Or they didn't record it?
They were in control of it. I don't think they wanted to record it.
And that's what I was saying is John.
But you know why I was that special? Front row, bro.
How was it?
Oh, it was amazing.
It was good.
He dapped me up when he came in. At some point during the special, he wanted a drink, so I gave him my beer, an open beer. So I've bought a beer for Dave Chappelle.
That's insane.
Then check it out. He wanted to say Rungu in Kiswahili, and he passed me the mic because he couldn't say it.
Yeah.
And then I said Rungu. So technically, I've co-headlined with Dave Chappelle. What the fuck you talking about?
That's dope, man.
John Ribia and Dave Chappelle performed.
So there's
and the loosely auditorium.
There's no video for that event doesn't.
No. His staff controlled
everything.
Bro, they came. They took our phones. They controlled everything from start to finish.
And so he was just in Kenya for what? What was he here for?
I have no idea. So I just showed it. You know how I got to buy the ticket?
How?
Because even the comedians, we weren't getting free comps because the demand was so high.
Yeah.
So my son was about 1.
Okay.
And he'd kept my wife all night. So at 6, my wife was like, please help me. I'll just chill with this baby. So I'm going with the baby. I'm trying to chill with him in the sitting room, trying to play with him a bit so that he could tire out and sleep.
It's Mapema in the morning.
Mapema in the morning, like 6:30 there. My friend calls me as the lawyer, like, yo, I've seen a poster for Dave Chappelle. Is it true? So I go to the page and I'm like, Punchline don't fuck around. Like, okay, let's just buy the ticket. If it's not true, they'll refund us. Bought it and we got the first ones on the line and managed to get in front row. So I was lucky because a lot of comedians also did attend because it was there are no comps.
Yeah, I can imagine, just first come first serve, right? And I was telling you offline, the reason John Mayer and Dave Chappelle, I guess, get along is because both of them just show up to random places.
Mm-hmm.
They do these gigs. No one knows, only through word of mouth. And everyone attends, and they love doing this. They don't do it for the money. They don't do it for the attention.
That guy is the best. You know how good you have to be to go on a random stage and just do 3 hours?
That's what I'm telling you. That's the goal. He did 3 hours.
He does that. He's been doing it ever since he stopped the Chappelle show. He just goes to a comedy club and just kicks it for 3-4 hours.
But how long was his show for?
Oh, in Kenya?
Yeah.
An hour and some change.
Okay.
It was really nice. Also, the performers who went there, it was a really good event. So essentially, they are really good comedians. They bring out international events often just from having an event. Now the next one is not for them but for Stand Up Collective. It's the comedy festival happening with the African comedians coming in. So if you really like stand-up comedy, if it's your thing, I guarantee you it is 10 times better to watch it live.
Okay.
Than to watch it on TV. Like there's an experience when you're watching it live where you get to feel the laughter.
Yeah, the energy is different.
The energy is different.
Yeah, I agree with that because you're in a completely different place.
Yeah, and now you get to interact with the audience. So
yeah,
it's really dope.
Oh, but bro, I appreciate you coming on.
Thank you, but thanks for having me.
Paul, as I said, Jack Ripper the episode with so many cuts over here.
I know about it.
Just technical things. But the main thing is, I love your energy.
Thanks for loving your energy too,
vibe.
Man.
We'll put everything over here. I'll try and ask Aman to get in touch as well. We can do another episode with him.
All right.
I wish you all the best, all the success. We'll do one in the studio. So you're part of the Coffee Pump cohort now. So I expect to see you back inside. Any parting words? Any shout outs?
I have an interview show that mirrors Jack Galifianakis between two fans called the Awkwardly Kenyan Interview Show.
Okay.
I just put it up on YouTube. We have 3 episodes out.
That's dope.
We have just hit 1,000 subscribers today. Follow me at Ribia E010. Check me out. You're going to love it.
We'll put it up. We'll put everything details over here.
Yeah.
Guys, thank you so much for watching. We'll catch you on the next episode. This has been Midnight Coffee Round. Peace.